Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Jay, and this is Football Talk. And in this one, your boy will be reacting to more changes are coming to college football 25. So once again, I am back reacting to some college football 25 updates. Cannot wait to see what these updates are about. Without further ado, though, let's jump right into it.
We've got more changes and updates coming to College Football 25, and in this video we're going to talk about all the things you can expect very soon to be coming to the game. Now every day on this channel I'm getting tons of comments about little things that people want fixed in the game or things that people want added. A lot of people keep asking when is the next update because it's been quite a few weeks since the last one. Well, it's been a little over 3 weeks.
When was the last update?
Which means that
Oh,
we are
okay.
most likely getting our next title update.
Oh yeah, we do for one coming soon.
Next week, probably towards the end of the week if I had to guess. And we did just get a brief update a couple of days ago that I'm going to talk about in this video. It wasn't anything.
I'd say probably Wednesday or Thursday.
What happened? Now, if you are new to the channel and you never want to miss out on any of these important updates as they happen multiple times a month, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on so you never miss any of these videos when they go live. You know, more than half of you that watch the videos aren't subscribed, so you could be missing out on some very important information, especially the upcoming College Football 26 information that'll be coming out in the very near future. You're definitely not going to want to miss that. Now, before we get into what you can expect in the update that's likely dropping next week, let's talk about what happened a couple days ago. People have been asking me, what was the update for? Basically, it was just a very small, quick fix where they went in to address the issue where the kick meter was messed up. If you remember, a few weeks ago when the last title update went through, the kick meter got smaller.
Yeah, I do remember him talking about the kick meter issues.
You may have noticed that has been fixed if you've been on the game the past couple of days. And they also did various other stability fixes, which, like I say every time, we don't really know what that means. We just think it's server-related type stuff, things to help with crashing and any type of.
It's a lot of like underlying things when they talk about that.
So it's little things to try to help the stability of the game. Now, what can we expect in the next update? Well,
my fault about that. We are back.
I do know some things for sure, and there's some other things that can likely be happening that I'll talk about. So let's first talk about gameplay. So this maybe should go without saying, but they're gonna pretty much always tweak
this what I'm
gameplay
talking
to
about.
some extent in every update.
Oh yeah, because people are gonna find metas in the game.
Update so far with College Ball 25, they've done things already like fix the pursuit angles a little bit. They've made them a little bit better. They've tightened up some of the zone coverage, like on the deep zones. They've added new plays.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people liking the zone coverage update that they did.
Matching principles and stuff like that. So they're always going to be tweaking gameplay. We can expect that again. There are still, a few little bugs in the gameplay, not things that are too widespread. Like there's certain broken plays and some, tactics that people use that, again, not all of them are that widespread, but little things like that they will be addressing in the update. And, every update.
Stuff that you probably see like on TikTok and stuff like that. I think that's what you're talking about.
I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be getting new plays in this update, but we're going to still be getting more plays at some point throughout the year because
there's so many damn plays, bro.
I think only one of the major updates for the game.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's definitely something they've been adding.
I think he have talked about new plays in like every update.
A ton of new formations and plays added, and in this last update, we saw them even go
so many, man.
Add some new coverages and things like that, and some new blitzes. So we could still possibly be seeing more of that coming in this next update. But even if not in this one, we'll see it at some point later this year because doing the live playbook updates is something they have definitely said they want to do a lot of this year, and so far they've done a pretty good amount of those. Now we're going to talk about Dynasty Mode, some other.
How many plays are in college football, like with all the teams?
Now in terms of Dynasty Mode for the next update, that's the one mode that they don't really talk about too much. Like when you follow some of the devs on Twitter or, just some of the ones I talk to when I have time, that's really not a mode they talk about too much in terms of what to expect in upcoming updates. We just know that when there are issues in the Dynasty Mode, they're going to make their best.
That's interesting.
They've done that with a
possibly to keep it more of a surprise. Because nowadays everybody knows everything.
The bug with recruiting where they couldn't schedule visits, right? Like all those little bugs, they've attacked a lot of those, but there still are, I think, a few things that are still there. I think one of the protected rivals or the scheduling, I think there are still some issues with that. I think a lot of it might be in the first year. I'm not 100% familiar with the bug. I've seen a lot of different feedback on it, but that is something they're still looking into. So maybe we could be getting that addressed very soon. But another thing that they said they were going to do throughout the year, and they've also also done this quite a few times already, is they're going to constantly be tweaking recruiting. So just how they tweak gameplay a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That is really the life.
I wonder how's the recruiting in college football 25. I haven't heard people really talk about it or see anything about it.
Because I guess they don't want there to be just a full-blown meta that lasts all year in the recruiting, and where it's just easy for you to kind of game the system. So they're constantly tweaking and adding and removing.
Yeah, that's understanding.
To make it a little bit more
I like that they keep on tweaking so it won't be a meta. Even though people are going to still find ways to abuse it.
Since the game has been released, they have addressed a couple bugs with it, but they haven't really added anything to it. So I really wouldn't expect much to be done with Road to Glory outside of stability improvements and maybe addressing a bug or two. I don't really think we're going to see anything added. Probably have to wait until College Football 26 to see anything major happening with that mode, but I guess you never know. I just wouldn't expect anything if I'm being honest.
It could happen. I mean, we ain't think that College Football 25 was going to come back like this.
And this is something that has been in every single major title update. They've added new uniforms, and they've added quite a bit every time. It's not like
it is so many damn college teams. Hey, y'all give it a break. Damn.
Title update, and with there being so many,
every time you look up, it's a new 5 uniforms.
Old ones or new alternates that they're introducing. We're going to continue to see more of them get added, because remember, some of the ones that aren't in the game yet are because teams didn't want them to put it in the game until they wore it in real life or until they unveiled it. And
I'm hoping the people in the back heard that.
A new helmet or
it's not because they're late. It's not because EA is lazy. It's because
talking about that for over a month
they
now.
Can't.
Not sure why those haven't been added yet, but I believe those should be in this next update. If they're not, then I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm pretty sure those should be in the next update. I know Miami fans have been waiting very impatiently at this point for that, because I mean it's kind of been a while and they're tired of waiting. Now another Miami style uniform that people are waiting for are the FIU Miami Vice. Now these are a super fan favorite, and I do
think I've ever seen them.
Well, I know they've been waited for since the game was launched, so we should be getting those in the next update. I know that there's some coming, whether they're going to be in this.
Hopefully they come out so then I can react to it and see it, but if not, then I just look at it on my own time.
Space U uniforms for UCF, they look really sick. Those should be coming hopefully in this next update.
Nah, that's fire.
Uniforms that should be on the way. Some ASU gold uni should be on the way as well. Louisiana Tech just revealed a new all blue helmet, which looks super sick. I think those should.
These are schools I've heard of before, but never watched their games. Okay, Ole Miss. Ain't gonna lie, the baby boo that he's been showing on this screen.
So a lot of uniforms and new helmets are gonna keep rolling out all year long. Don't know all the exact ones for next week, but I do think the Miami stuff should for sure be in those from what I've heard, so definitely expect that. In terms of new equipment, I've seen a lot of people ask, are we going to get the new face masks that we got in Madden? Because, you know, the same helmets that are in Madden are in College Football 25, and they just put a ton of great new face masks for the Axiom helmet and the Vice.
I'm not even a face mask fan. Well, I don't really care about it, but they did look really good in Madden.
Update next week. I would hope so, because these have been in Madden for like over a month now. So I would think these should hopefully be in that next update for college. We haven't really seen much on the side of equipment in terms of updates for College Football 25, but I did hear that there are going to be some equipment updates at some point, and the face masks are kind of one of the bigger things there. So I'm hoping those
like that we hearing that
next week. Those should be added at some point this year. In terms of more player likeness and stuff like that, I do think we're going to be getting more player likeness at some point, because there are still some players I believe that aren't in the game that did sign their rights over. We saw they did a big update for this when the game dropped. I think they're still working on doing more of these throughout the year. I don't know when that's coming. Could be next week, could be, you know, a month from now, but we should be seeing some more of that. There's still some other players that need to be edited with their numbers not being completely accurate and stuff like that. So all those things are going to still be tweaked. As far as more roster updates, I'm being asked, when are we getting more roster updates? We just got one a couple weeks ago. We're going to be getting, you know, maybe 3 of these a year, I would say. So we already had the big one a couple weeks ago. We probably won't see the next one for that, you know, for another 4 weeks. Once we're, you know, about 2/3 of the way through the season, I believe that's when we'll probably see the next one, because they're only doing it so many times a year. So they're going to let some more weeks play out, kind of see where players are at, and then they're going to do another big roster update dump where they just move, you know, like 1,000 players around. So don't expect that, you know, every week, because that's not what they're doing. Now, if you want to know all of the players that did get changed in that recent
Okay. It seems like so the update possibly could hit next. More than likely it's going to hit next week. I'm thinking maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe when's I can't remember exactly the dates that they like normally do. So that's why I'm saying like Wednesday or Thursday. Do they do Friday? Or is that Madden? See, I get them confused sometimes. I don't think the college football 25, I don't think they do on Fridays. So I'll say about Wednesday or Thursday, we should be getting an update. The uniforms, they look, I ain't gonna lie, the two that he showed look great. What is it? UCF and I can't remember the other one, but it's like Texas something. I ain't gonna lie, they look fire, but college teams. It's so many damn uniforms, man. I understand you wanna have the throwbacks, you wanna have this, but god damn, it's a lot. And he talked about the Miami one. I'm not really sure what I'm not a Miami fan. Don't really watch any. I don't think I've watched any Miami games this season. I know they're doing really, really good. But yeah, cannot wait to see if the update comes next week and hear about it and see some new uniforms. That's one of my best. That's one of my favorite things to see is like the added uniforms that they put into the game. Because most of the time, I didn't even know that these teams wore them. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's so many college teams. It's not even fun. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this reaction. Love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next.